Good morning and welcome to Vic and Moon Sports Chat. I'm Vic and welcome to the Daily Sports Update Show on this 28th of January, Thursday the 28th of January. One more day in the weekends here and then the big sports starts all over again. Unbelievable. Telling you, these weeks are flying already. I got to get ready with the Christmas tree. It's almost Christmas again. It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. Guys, what we're going to talk about? Football, big football evening tonight on the channel. Then NBA, NHL, NFL. Oh, crazy stuff going on in the NFL. A little bit of tennis, skiing. We'll get into a few things. WNBA, we're going to get into that as well. So that is it. Don't forget our emails there at the bottom if you want to get hold of us. And remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Only 407 to go till we hit 134,000. But, let me just adjust that. Like I said, big football weekend coming up in the Premier League. It's not Thursday, it's Wednesday. My Lord, I thought it was Thursday. Thanks. I just remembered it is Wednesday today. Thursday's tomorrow. Unbelievable. So that's the Premier League coming up on the weekend. Some good games there. We're going to have a lot of fun with those games. But let's have a look at what happened last night. In the Bundesliga, there were two games that were played. Those games were postponed early in the year due to weather. St. Pauli, that is a good result for them, getting a point off Leipzig there. They drew 1-1. And Werder Bremen, they're starting to get going towards the relegation zone here. They lost to Hoffenheim, who is flying in third spot in the table at the moment. Good stuff there, Hoffenheim winning 2-0 against Werder Bremen, even though they had a player sent off in the 52nd minute. Then Como and Cesc Fabregas, there the man's name, doing a great job. Como keep on winning there. They beat Fiorentina in the Coppa Italia, so they are through to the next round. Well done to Como. Listen here, tonight, big Champions League night on the channel. 18 games in the Champions League tonight, and we're going to be doing all 18. We're going to have a conference. I'll be doing all 18, giving you all the scores, who's making it, who's not making it, who's in the top 8, who is automatically through to the last 16, who's from 9 to 24, who doesn't make it at all, who's dropping out. Every goal as it happens, we'll be talking about that tonight, so join me for that. Let's have a look what is, well, let me put them all out there. There you go. 36 teams will be there, and let's have a look. Big games. Manchester City, Galatasaray should be a cracker. Naples against Chelsea, another big one. Paris Saint-Germain against Newcastle. Eindhoven, Bayern. Union Saint-Galois, Atalanta, Paphos against Prague, Leverkusen, Villarreal, Benfica, Real Madrid, Dortmund against Inter, Club Brugge against Marseille, Frankfurt and Tottenham, Liverpool take on Karabakh, Ajax, Olympiacos, Arsenal host Karat Almaty, or the Almighty as I call them, Monaco against Juventus, Club Athletic Bilbao against Sporting, Madrid against Bodo Glimt, the Giant Killers, and Barcelona against Copenhagen. So a lot to get into tonight, a hell of a lot to get into tonight. And we'll be giving you a minute-to-minute update on all those games, telling you where the goals are happening and where they're not happening. So check that out. And once again, I'll plug that again. Hi, Yiza. There you go. Let's plug that again. That'll be live tonight. All games, all goals, as they happen live on the channel. Then we move into the NBA. If I get the results up, there you go. Wonderful. So the Trailblazers lost to the Wizards. 111, 115 there. Zar with 29 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 blocks for the Wizards. The Kings got thrashed by the Knicks, 103-87. Jalen Brunson with 28 points. The 76ers took care of the Bucks, 139-122. Paul George with 32 points. The Thunder beat the Pelicans, 104-95. Chet Holmgren with 20 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks. The Pistons beat the Nuggets, 109-107. Cade Cunningham with 22 points and 11 assists. The Suns beat the Nets, 106-102. And the Clippers keep on moving forward. They beat the Jazz, 115-103. Then there were some games in the National Hockey League. The Nashville Predators losing to the Bruins from Boston 2-3. Buffalo Sabres beating the Toronto Maple Leafs 7-4. My Golden Knights from Las Vegas lost 2-3 to the Montreal Canadiens. The LA Kings beat the Detroit Red Wings 3-1. The Mammoth beat the Florida Panthers 4-3. The Winnipeg Jets beat the New Jersey Devils 4-3. The Dallas Stars beat the Blues 4-3. The Blackhawks lost to the Wild 4-3. And the Sharks beat the Canucks 5-2. And Verns Kraken beat the Capitals 5-1. So good stuff there. Good stuff going on there. Then before we move on, we're going to talk about, we've got to talk about the National Football League. The biggest disgrace in the history of fucking football. Bill Belichick, the greatest coach of all time. He's got 8 Super Bowl rings, won 6 as a head coach, 2 as an offensive coordinator or the defensive coordinator. And he didn't get into the Hall of Fame at the first time. He's not a first ballot Hall of Fame. I mean, that is probably one of the biggest disgraces in the NFL ever. I mean, it's no more the Hall of Fame, it's the Hall of Shame, because that's why no one likes journalists. That's why we don't like you people, because you fuck up everything. I mean, every journalist on that panel and every pundit on that panel should be sacked straight away. That would be the same as saying Lionel Messi and Ronaldo don't get into the Hall of Fame at the first go. Or Pele, or Maradona, or Franz Beckenbauer, or Pep Guardiola. I mean, or Alex Ferguson. I mean, that is ridiculous. But to show you how stupid the NFL are, the other way around, Shedeur Sanders is a Pro Bowler. The man has done nothing. It's his first season, played half the season, lost 70% of his games, but he's a Pro Bowler. Unbelievable. Sports in America is going crazy at the moment. Really, really, really. They got to check their minds. I mean, checking their minds. The ladies of the WNBA, you're officially the dumbest woman on the planet. They up your salary by 6 times and you refuse it. You're not worth it because let's be honest. I'll be honest with you. And I think every basketball fan out there will tell you this. First, I'll watch NBA and EuroLeague. Then I'll watch college men's basketball, college women's basketball. And then I'll try to find some game in Afghanistan, Australia, or something like that before you watch the WNBA. Your product has only been good because you had Caitlin Clark. The rest of the players in the league are crap. I mean, why do you actually think you have to play after the NBA season? Women's college basketball don't play after the college men's basketball season. They play at the same time. But your product is so shit that you haven't made a profit in 30 years, but you want more money. How about you start playing better basketball? I mean, you people are pathetic, man. I'm going to get into that this evening. I'm definitely going to get into this evening because this evening is across the pond, and then I'm going to go on a rant because you girls are fucking losing it, man. 1.2 million as a top salary is not enough for you. I mean, come on. You're not worth 1.2 cents, man. You should be paying the league that you're allowed to play. Then you make a rival league that has flopped as well. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's just me this morning. Stop it before I get into trouble here. Let's look at some tennis this morning. So we know the semifinals of the women. Sabalenka will take on Svitolina and Pegula will take on Rabinkina. Rabinkina shocking Iva Swiatek. There's 7-5, 6-1. Pegula 6-2, 7-6 against Anisimova. But the big one, Svitolina thrashed, destroyed and annihilated Kokogov, the world number 3. 6-1, 6-2. I mean, that was abysmal. That was abysmal. Then on the men's side, we know that Alcaraz and Zverev are in the semi-finals. Alcaraz beat Demure 7-6, 6-2, 6-1. Zverev took care of the young American Tien 6-3, 7-6, 6-1, 7-6. Later this morning, Musetti will take on Djokovic and Shelton will take on Sinner. I would like to see Musetti Shelton, but I think it's going to be an all-Italian semi-final on that side. So let's see what happens there. Then we move on to cricket. Yes, baby. There was cricket yesterday. And England and Sri Lanka played each other, and England won by 52 runs. Well done to the English. These are all good warm-up games before the T20 World Cup starts in a couple of days. Let's have a look at the English team there. Look, Harry Brook, 136 not out. Joe Root had 111 not out. So, very good batting there from those two. I think Joe Root got man of the match there. Then South Africa thrashed the West Indies by 9 wickets, which is a good result, but let's not hang it up to high. The West Indies are pathetic. I mean, I don't think they'd beat Switzerland at the moment in cricket. They're that bad. Let's be honest. So let's have a look at the stats there. Who did anything good? Well, Aiden Markin had 86 not out. Ryan Rickleton 40 not out. So yeah. Yeah, I'm about to go crazy this morning, Vern. I'm about to go crazy this morning. So that's the cricket results. You know, I like the shirt says this WNBA woman had on. Why am I touching my breast? Pay us what we're worth. Do I have 5 cents to give you? Because if you were getting what you're worth, if they'd actually pay you what you're worth, and those billionaire owners were not pocketing the minus that you make for them, you wouldn't get anything. I mean, I'm truly hoping that the WNBA season gets cancelled. I hope the fucking league folds because you girls are stupid. You had Caitlin Clark. You tried to push her out. Couldn't. Injured the shit out of the woman. Didn't want her on the national team. The only one that was bringing in revenue. The only one that was selling out crowds. Because let's be honest, if she didn't have a lighter complexion, she'd be the greatest thing since basketball. But because I'm not even getting into it. I'm going to get into trouble. There you go. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. No, I can tell you one thing now. On this channel, there will be no more WNBA. Never. I'm not going to even mention it anymore. You're a joke. There you go. Then we go to skiing. Some good stuff. There you go. Luke Mayer, the man from Switzerland, won that giant slalom yesterday, ahead of Lucas Pinheiro Bratton of Brazil and Alban Elzi Kanam Farina of France. Marco Odermatt came in good fourth there, has extended his lead in the World Cup. I mean, he's going to win 4 World Cup trophies. He's going to win the giant slalom, the super giant slalom, the downhill, and the overall. So, I mean, the man is just doing it all. Olympics up in 10 days, 9 days now, so it's going to be fantastic. Can't wait for that. So that was the ski results. Look, that is the show for this morning. Don't forget this evening, I'll put it out there one more time. There you go. This evening we're going to have Across the Pond. I'll get into that WNBA one more time. I've got to write stuff down because I've got to be careful I don't go into a rant that gets me into trouble. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, WNBA, woman, no brains at all. That's what it is. I mean, come on, man. Come on. There we go. But join me for that. We'll talk about the Super Bowl. We're talking about the WNBA. We'll talk about Bill Belichick's not getting into the Hall of Fame. I mean, what does that mean? Tom Brady's not going to get in the first choice. I mean, Jesus, honestly, it really gets me going. Guys, that's the show for this morning. Join me this evening for that big Champions League game as well. Let me plug that as well. Jeez, I've got to plug a lot of things this morning. There you go. Where the hell was that? There you go. So we're going to have some fun. Join us later. And don't forget, tomorrow there's more European basketball with Vern. On the weekend, we've got the URC. We've got 4 URC games. We've got the Sevens rugby. We've got Manchester United against Fulham. So a lot of things coming up. But you guys be safe, be happy, and most importantly, be healthy. Try to get whole. Not like me all the time with the cold here. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. I hope you guys all do well and see you guys later.